That's right, guys. Check it out. It's Thursday again, live stream from my home here in Raleigh. But this Thursday Things episode is different than you've ever seen and that I've ever brought to this YouTube channel. It's going to feature Fred SCHNEIDER, this guy right here of the B-52s. We're going to talk records, and we're going to be discussing being fans and dorks for that kind of stuff, vinyl. I can't wait for you to be able to talk to Fred about some records with me. So here goes that little intro. Check it out.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Well, I'm just a big fan of grotesquerie. You know,
Behold, the 5th generation of home computer entertainment.
Boing. Whoa! Yeah!
Oh, hi, everyone. Check it out. I got Super Chat Charlie here, and he's ready for today's very special show. Dig this. He makes noise and everything. I can't wait, guys. What a special show. Now, unfortunately, our friend Tim couldn't be here. He's traveling today. But let me, quick, fast, talk to everybody in the chat just for a second here to say hi to everybody. Now, this is Jeff Young. He's always first in the chat. He's been first in the chat for years. It just happens that way. He's dedicated. He shows up early. He's first in the chat. And this is my friend Peter Graves. What's up, Peter Graves? Moderator extraordinaire right there. And my friend David Trahan, who's always here. Thanks for being here. Vincent, what's happening? Bill McKenzie, how's it going? We'll get through here. Butter Knives, my friend, creative friend there. Thank you for being here. Dead Wax, of course, another moderator extraordinaire. Thanks for being here, man. Steve, how's it going? Good to see you. Let's see. We got more Dead Wax. We got Bagman. What's happening? Thanks for stopping in, even though you couldn't be here for the stream. Robotron, thank you for being here. Butter Nice, Keys to the Rain is one of my favorite songs. I would have to agree. It's a great song. I'm not going to argue with that. Good evening, folks, and Michael, hope all is well. Gaz from the UK, thanks for staying up late for us, man. Thank you for being here. And Zuna, the other creative half of the Butter Knives, Butter Tuna conglomerate is Zuna Tuna here. Thanks for being here, Emma. Can't wait to talk records, right? Big fan of these guys. Thanks, Zuna. That's very kind of you. Vincent, what's up? We're going to talk about that right there, that quote. We're going to talk about that. B. Thurman, what's happening? Good to see you, as always. Marcus Heilborn. Sounds like a very metal name. I'm just saying. How do you? There's B again. There's Marco Shark. What up? Hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Dead Wax, for that reminder. It does help the channel. Lee Squires, thank you for being here. And woo to you. Alert, Fred Invasion. That's probably going to be true here in a couple minutes. Fred Attack, call it what you will. Call it what you will. Michael, did you see my music video? You're in it. Oh, my goodness. I did see the post, but I did not watch the video yet. I was preparing for this very special show. But I will check that out. Butter Nice, thanks for hitting me to that. Thank you. Fred says, Colleen knows about the social media. She knows. Look, Butter Knives is farting. That just happens. That's just going to happen. You can't get around that. Douglas Gilbert, what's happening? Good. There's a monster in my pants. Another great song and a great quote in general. Tim Nolan, there he is. He's traveling today. Couldn't be here on camera, but there he is. Skullface Tim, my friend. There's B, there's Zuna, there's, let me see here. It is filmer time, but more importantly, it's Schneider time tonight. That's more important. Tim, greetings and salutations. Heckfar, what's happening, Heckfar? Nice to see you. Just trying to say hi to everybody here. Rocksteady, how's it going? The Breakfast King, good to see you again. Cliff Bailey, what's happening? I am Hot Frog Dave. How's it going? Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. Reg, of course. What's happening? Good to see you. As always, Ron Murphy. Hello. Good to see you again. Tour Bus Live. Good to see you as always. Let's see. Kamie's here. Holy crap, Kamie! I haven't seen you in a minute. How's it going? There's Adrian, of course, from Hawaii. What's going on there? Hold on, just trying to get everybody in here. Channel Surf. Who else? Who else? I think I'm caught up. Sarah, Marie Gigi, what's up? Good to see you. Cat butt. Yeah, was there a cat butt in the shot? Missed it. Could happen though at any time. So, guys, today we do have a very special guest. Again, Fred Schneider III of B-52s. And I'm just so psyched. You know, I met Fred on the tour last year, Devo and the B-52s. We tended to be in the backstage dressing room area a lot because that's where I work and that's where he hangs out before the show. So, yeah, so we got to know each other a little bit. And I can't believe he wanted to come on and talk about records. And, you know, as you know, the quote on this record, Future Generation, the quote from Fred is, "I like collecting records." So most people know he's got a thing for records. And I heard tale about Fred being a real hardcore record collector back in the 90s, I think, early 90s when I was in college. Maybe a friend of a friend or something who knew him really well said, "Oh, yeah, he's really, really into records." So I was kind of always intrigued by that fact. So, you know, Fred is not going to probably be here for the whole stream. We're going to keep him here for as long as he feels comfortable talking about the records. And we're going to bring him on just as soon as he's ready. Fred, if you're ready, you can just give me a thumbs up in the camera there. Oh, hell yeah. All right, guys, without further ado, please let me introduce to you the one and only Fred Schneider of the B-52s. Check this out. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Oh, my goodness. How are you?
I'm good. You know me, I'm camera shy when it comes to these sort of things, but
I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad we could talk about this because, you know, I think the first thing I said to you when we ran into each other in the hallway on the first day or two of the tour was, "I think you're into records, and I got some records for you." I think that's the first thing I said to you. I was like, at some point during this tour, I'm going to give you some records.
Oh, well, and I probably said, "Well, yeah, I'll send you some too."
You were like, "Yeah, I'm down for records." So yeah, at some point during the tour backstage, I handed you some Devo stuff and a band that I was in record. And then you've been giving me records. It's just a really great symbiotic relationship.
Well, it's fun. I've got some, I mean, I collect things just to give, you know, to friends and people. So when I find out what people like, I, you know, put them aside and, you know, because, you know, record collectors are obsessive compulsive. So
As Mark Mothersbaugh put it, we have the squirrel gene. You know, the gatherer gene.
And we're nuts.
And we're nuts. That's great. Now, Fred, you sent me a clip of a video that is really quite a good intro to this whole conversation. And I'm going to try to share that on the screen. I'll just play the first part. I'll just play it, and then without telling anybody anything about it, and then you can talk about it after the clip.
Oh, sure.
All right, here we go, people. This is Fred fairly recently here on television. Check it out. And we're going to play it. Hold on. I got to figure out how to play it. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. We're going to play it. Go.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight? I want y'all to know that security is really good here because when I walked in with this, they said, "Are there any explosives in there?" And I said, "No." And they said, "Okay, go in." But anyway, this is my original record tote, I guess they called them back then in the Stone Age, back when vinyl was still around. Y'all remember that? But anyway, here it is, the record that was my downfall and uplifting, my original copy of Dancing in the Street, which I ruined it on a portable Sears record player, but I kept it anyway because this is the record that changed my life. Because in 1964, I heard this song driving along with my parents. My father hated rock and roll, so luckily my mother would leave the, you know, soul record station on the, you know, radio.
Okay, so I want to stop it here, Fred, and just tell people like what's going on here.
Oh, Martha Reeves and I have known each other for like 20 years or so, and well, or more. Oh boy. Because when Love Shack came around and we really took off, we could invite, they would make an effort to invite celebrities, we
Oh, right.
liked. And naturally, I liked Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. So Martha came with her kids and her grandkids, and we hit it off. And you find that I found out she doesn't really have that. She didn't have that many of her own records. And later on, I met like Catherine from the Marvelettes. She didn't have her own records. So it was easy for me to find them and send them to, these artists I admired. But we inducted her and Martha and the Vandellas in the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame. Hall of Fame. And, well, there's a whole nother story behind that. After we went to Phil Spector's apartment upstairs, he invited everybody and then insulted everybody.
So the scene though that we just showed, that you're inducting them in Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, you're inducting them into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, are you not?
Yeah, she insisted I do it, and then we asked Kate, and because they wanted someone else, and she said, "No, I don't want them. I want Fred Schneider." So I was like really flattered. But it's you meet your favorite singer of all time, and I mean I have every single thing I could find by them, all their albums, all their 45s, and then some.
Oh wow! So the significance of that footage really was you having that first record you ever bought. Do you remember? What store was it at? I think you mentioned what store it was at.
Probably the A&P.
A&P, yeah. So that is really
you would buy records at the grocery store for 79 cents.
And you still have that record, I assume.
Yeah, I ruined it, because I had a Sears little record player, and it really didn't play records. He had to press down on it, so I pressed down on it so hard it sort of ruined it. But who cares?
Yeah, but that's wonderful.
I saved it. And that's my original tote, my first tote. Wound up like 5 after a while.
You still have that tote?
Yeah.
Yeah, I buy those every time I find them in good shape at thrift stores. They're
going for a lot of money, but they're really good, especially if you like separate different types of music.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're going to a buddy's house with your singles.
And make sure they have a new needle on their record player.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, that's really cool that you have the first record that you ever bought. So do you remember?
No, it's not the first record I ever bought.
It was the first band you ever fell in love with.
Really fell in love with.
Kind of like probably what I did with Devo. That was you with.
Well, lucky you got to, work with your favorent band.
Yeah, well, yeah,
and you do a great job. I like your work.
Oh, thanks, Fred. I really appreciate that. That's sweet. Well, let me ask you this. So what was the first record you ever bought? Do you remember?
The first singles I ever bought were Tell Me by the Rolling Stones and Dusty Springfield's a Dusty Springfield single.
Wow. So how were you first exposed to music in general, and how did it lead you to the Rolling Stones and that kind of stuff?
Well, I didn't have I would hear things on going to like preteen club, 3rd grade, 4th grade. I didn't really have a radio. I didn't really listen to music that much. Everyone was watching TV all the time.
You said your dad wasn't into music, right?
No, he could play 8 instruments, but he hated rock and roll, and he finally got a record player, and so I waited for him to go to work, and then I played all my records.
Wow, that's great. So did he know you were into different stuff, or did you keep it a secret from him? Or?
Yeah, he didn't like it. He hated rock and roll. He was still playing 78s in the 1960s, and it's like I got so tired of one of them. He played all the time. I threw it in the woods. I know that's terrible.
Like a frisbee, I assume.
Oh, I broke it first.
It's easier to throw if you don't break it. Wow, that's amazing. So but I think I have a theory that if you're growing up and you have something that you want to go against, or something that's coming at you that you don't necessarily agree with. Rock and roll is always a good cure for that, no matter what.
Well, I like all that stuff now. I love. Actually, I'm going to show something like 1930s, especially that sort of 1930s jazz. I like a lot.
Oh man!
But I love Motown. I would go to Teen Club. They say, we don't want you to play your records. We want to slow dance and kiss. And I would do, my best friend Jolene and I would like stand at opposite ends of the room and do the jerk.
Oh, nice. Now, I mean, you're talking about maybe you could show a record right now that fits the conversation. You're talking about the 30s stuff. What would you ever?
Oh, I do. Hold on one second.
Yeah, I'll show you one of mine too.
I'll show you.
I'm trying to find.
Here's Mae West. Can you see? Is it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Is that a 7? That's an album, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an album. I think it's still in print. It's on Dagonet Records.
Dagonet.
Yeah, the famous Dagonet.
Oh, I think I remember that. What does that logo look like? The record label logo. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool.
And she actually had like Duke Ellington. Hold on. Look at my trashy T-shirt.
Yeah, I'm all for a trashy T-shirt. Oh, I'm going to show you the 30s stuff I really dig. Is this right here, Fred?
The Boswell Sisters.
I love them.
Oh, they're great.
They're
totally great.
They're my favorite of that whole era.
Well, they were before the Andrews Sisters.
Yep.
And where the hell is that record?
It's like the Andrews Sisters took what the Boswells were doing and kind of whitened it up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Made it more patriotic and less jazzy.
Well, the war came out, so they had to be patriotic.
Mm-hmm. But I loved the Andrews Sisters. That was my first love from that era. And then I discovered the Boswells, and I was like, oh, well, this is where rock and roll started. The Boswells, they did vocal calisthenics in their songs.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's the Boop Boop a Doop girls. It's all these women who sang like Betty Boop. There were actually like 4.
Yeah.
And Ellen Kane wasn't the original. I think her name is Mae Quetzal or something, but I can't find the album. But you can find those on eBay cheap because nobody wants them.
Oh wow, that's cool. I've never seen that cover. That's a really cool cover. So, what was that? I remember we talked earlier today, and you mentioned that you were listening to a lot of CDs lately. But do you remember the last album on vinyl you listened to in full?
Oh, a ton of them. I have a thing on my Instagram and Facebook where I call it Club Fred. Playing, what's playing at Club Fred. And I put like 9 albums out and then talk a little bit about each one. And
what was the last one you listened to in full on the record?
Actually, well, the last one I listened to in full, I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of vinyl lately, since.
Oh, that's cool.
I got mad because I didn't want to listen to the radio because I call it the rotten old hole of shame. Diva wasn't inducted. We weren't, and it's like I thought you're supposed to be inducted if you're not to have these sour grapes, but yeah, if you've influenced people and blah blah blah. And all these bands said but they saw us on Saturday Night Live, but say la vie,
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I inducted us into the Fred Schneider III Really Great Entertainer Award. So, that's even better. Very few people get into that.
That is cool. That's so cool that you got to. You don't even need to be inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to introduce your favorite band there. That's so cool.
No, but ever since then they send me. I vote, but then I don't even fill out all the names because it's like. They're not rock and roll, or who cares about them? Jeez,
you don't know who they are, even probably.
Well, I know who they are, and that's why I don't vote for them. I'm not going to say who.
Oh, of course not. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Well, so I know you told me that you have a lot of vinyl and you're kind of, trying to downsize a little bit, but do you still find yourself buying records to collect?
Hello.
I didn't know if you just wanted to come right out and say you're an addict or if you wanted to soften it up.
Well, luckily, the thing is, I think someone's beating me to it every time. I mean, I don't go there that often, but this one record store puts out four bins of vinyl for free, and a lot of it's good, and there's a lot of classical, and I have friends who are really into classical, and I like certain classical, like Debussy and well, especially later classical, but there's not that much of that. But and I found really good because they don't know what they have, and
Right.
lounge, like you used to find lounge type records for.
I love lounge records. I love it. I got something to show you in that vein. Okay, so check this out. This is a weird lounge record here. It's this woman who plays piano, right?
Uh-huh.
But look at the cover. It looks hand drawn. It's not. It's a printed cover, but it's something that she drew herself. See, look.
Oh, she's talented.
Look. See? But look at this. It's a gatefold.
She's a nut.
Yeah.
Oh, they would sell them at the club they played at.
Yeah. So that pictures of her, but it's really old pictures of her. My guess is she was very elderly when she made this. But look, it's autographed. Best wishes, K. Armstrong, and it's in a square, just like everything else on the record is in a square.
Where'd she play?
I don't know, but it's just one of those. Anything that looks loungy, I tend to.
Oh, it's not from a lounge itself, like a lot of those lounge records.
But it's just one of those people that played at a piano bar or a local hotel or whatever.
Yeah. A motel.
And then there's this guy. Hold on. Where is this guy? Oh, man, I got to find this one guy. Okay. Oh, well, we were talking about this, Fred. We were talking about disco. I'm just going to bring disco up. Remember this?
Oh, yeah. I just played that the other day.
I discovered this in the
not
80s.
red vinyl. Well, maybe it is red vinyl.
So you have it. You own this?
Yeah, I just played it, and I put that up. Well, it's coming out on the next Club Fred.
Is it? Oh, okay, we'll have to check that out because we were talking about disco, and I sent you a link to this because this is one of the most kind of like underground disco records I have. That Discotheques and this, people don't usually know those two bands, but the song on here that I really liked and I sent you the link to is called "Dance," and one of the lyrics to "Dance" is "Take a whiff, a wicked sniff, and dance." And then a few verses later, it's "That angel dust will make you dance."
Well, oh God, I was dosed with it once.
Did it make you dance?
No, it made me. We were playing at some college in New Jersey, in Long Island, and I don't know why I would smoke pot before a show, but I did just about every show.
Oh my goodness!
But back then, it wasn't important that I could hit high notes or anything.
Oh right, mess that up.
But someone dosed me, and the whole show. Let's just say I felt like I was either going to die or needed to go to the bathroom.
Wow! So it hit you during the performance?
Oh yeah, it hit during the performance.
Oh my goodness, man! You held it together.
I held it in. Yeah. Oh God.
Oh my goodness. Well, so another thing we were talking about the other day when we were just talking records briefly on the phone is the Monkees, right? And I told you about time. I told you about this time I found a record at a thrift store. It was literally in a pile of records in a shopping cart. And I pulled it out. Look at this.
Yeah, that was remaindered back in the day. The record didn't sell.
I mean, look how.
So it was remaindered, and what they did back then, of course, was like cut a part of the side off or stick a hole in it.
There's no ring wear at all. Like, I couldn't believe it. And here's the tricky thing about this story is I walk up to the shopping cart of records and they're kind of teetering, right? And they're all stacked like this, which is bad, right? So they're kind of teetering. And I just noticed this one kind of on the top, and I grab it and a few records from the top. And then I notice there's a bucket of mop water also sitting precariously in the cart, and it dumps over on the rest of the records. But I saved this one.
Well, I hope you used your T-shirt to wipe up the water before it ruined any more.
Yeah, no, it didn't really. It didn't really get. I looked through all those records. Believe me, it didn't really get to most of them. But look, this is that record I was telling you about that I'd never seen before. The Monkees Refocus. You ever seen that?
No, I've never seen that. Is that a reissue or?
It's on Bell. It's not new, but it's a kind of a greatest hits. It looks like it's just got a bunch of different eras on it. Oh. But I've never seen it before. I found it once in a thrift store and decided to keep it because
that's a good thrift store.
Oh, they're good down here in the Carolinas. They're really good.
Well, people don't know what they have. Like up here, you got the Hawks.
I mean, well, even down here, the Hawks, the guys that look for records all the time, don't even know to look for stuff besides Beatles and Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. And, they don't know to look for gospel or weird stuff. They don't know to look for like this right here. This record is Simply Mark. This is Simply Mark.
He looks pretty simple.
And look, it was on sale for 47 cents.
Well, and I'm sure it's worth 47 cents.
Mark Mothersbaugh tried to buy that from me. I told him no.
Oh. I mean, is that hard to get rid of? Is it that bad?
I mean,
it's gospel.
I just wanted to tell him no. I think it is gospel. Yeah, I think it is. Gospel.
You haven't even played it? Oh, brother.
No, I just wanted to look at it. It's Simply Mark. You can't get
more. Hello. Xmas Ween is coming up in October.
I think I might give Mark a Christmas gift. Finally, I'll give it to him. All right. So, what other records did you pull out for us?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I'll try to match. I'll try to match you. Well, here's a weird one.
I know everything's on the floor.
That sounds like a good song title.
How's that?
Oh yeah, who's that? Wait a second.
Jimmy Haskell, who wrote a lot of the songs are, let's see, Blast Off, Weightless Blues, Rockin' in the Orbit. I mean, back then there were a lot of really good orchestras, a lot of them with theremins, and they would make Moonlight Cha-Cha-Cha, Astrosonic. That's a good name for a band. Hydrazine. What the hell is Hydrazine? They would put out records that were inspired by like the jungle or outer space, the moon, just all kinds of great stuff.
Oh yeah, I've got some good outer space ones. Yeah, I forget the woman's name. There's a woman who sings all these songs about space, and she's out there. She's like a nut herself.
Oh well, let me know. I'll look for it.
Oh yeah,
and those things, they're hard to find. You find them for $1. Now they're like $50, $100.
Yeah, I still find them for $1. Or check this one out, Fred. All right, check this one out. I found this recently. This is evangelist Paul Turner sings songs I draw by. Okay, you see him drawing there?
What's he drawing? Crosses? I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, it's just it's a boat on the water, and there's a little guy with a life vest or whatever on. But anyway, this is
probably was shot by a drone.
So yeah.
That's why he's in the water.
Paul Turner developed drones early on. But so Paul, I found out after reading the back here, this guy, Paul, he had a chalk drawing ministry where when he ministered, for each thing he ministered, whatever you call it, each segment of the speech, he would draw a picture to go along with the portion of his sermon. And so I'm looking this up on eBay or whatever to see if it's worth anything or if I should keep it. And I do a deep dive and I find another weird record collector who had done a deep dive on him. And they said that, and even to this day, he's alive. They said that they found this blog called, let me see if I remember, called It's Reverend Bitch, Sir. It's Reverend Bitch, Sir. And he is now an openly gay priest, evangelist, and has a ministry that's all kinds of rainbows and stuff on the website. And he still has his chalk drawing ministry, but now he's openly gay. This is before he was openly gay.
Oh.
But he had a blog called It's Reverend Bitch, Sir.
Oh, God. Well, I guess he used colored chalks. Now.
The whole rainbow of chalks. But isn't that weird that you would Google?
That's really weird.
I love that.
And I'm sure it's really good. I mean, those records are unlistenable.
I mean, I think it's a sermon and music mixed in. Oh, sometimes I listen to him at the wrong speed.
Well, I think, with a blunt and just do that makes it more tolerable.
Yeah, it makes life more tolerable, doesn't it?
And have people over, unless they would rather watch a movie.
Some of these you don't even have to want to listen to them. You just want to see the cover. Like Little Marcy. Do you know who Little Marcy is?
Oh yes, I know Little Marcy. I've had those. I just couldn't keep records for the cover.
Oh man, I have so many Little Marcy records. It's sick. I've got probably the biggest collection.
That is a sick record. I mean, the whole concept of Little Marcy was sick.
Well, you know what Marcy Tigner, the big Marcy, did before she did puppets was this. She was a trombonist.
Oh God.
It's Marcy Tigner. She did gospel trombone albums.
Well, you know what? Good for her.
I know.
That's a difficult instrument.
Well, here's the thing with Little Marcy. I did a story on her on my YouTube page some years ago. She had a very unusual high-pitched voice, really childlike high-pitched voice. And she would try to sing and sing gospel music along with playing trombone, but she would try to sing and her friends would tell her, look, your voice is just it sounds childlike. It sounds like you're doing it on purpose. Maybe you should work a puppet into your act. And that's when she came up with Little Marcy, and then everything just exploded for her.
Oh, brother. They're probably thinking, will you just shut up?
No, get a puppet.
Well, you know what? Yeah.
Get a puppet.
Like what's her face? Tammy Faye.
I love Tammy Faye. You ever seen
the
movie, The Eyes of Tammy Faye? You've seen the movie? The old one? I fell in love with her. We used to go to PTL when we were kids because I lived really close to there. We would dress all punk rock when we were in junior high school and high school and go hang out there to freak out the straights. And the more I started looking into Tammy Faye, the more I liked her. She seemed really cool.
Yeah, she had a good heart.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband was
yeah. Well, I don't think about him much, but I actually sent her an email right before she passed away to her website, just telling her that I wasn't Christian, but I really liked her a lot and I collected her records. And whoever ran the site said, we gave her your message and she sends her love or whatever. And then she passed away pretty soon after that. So I was glad to get her that message. It really meant a lot to me. Let's see here. I have somebody here who says, so great to hear Fred's voice. Let's put this on the screen here. How do we do that? Let's put it on the screen. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Dave, for that donation. And then we have down here, we have another message. Here we go. Channel Surf says, so great to hear Fred's voice. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah. Well,
it's fun. We're talking about things I really like, and it's not like, well, how did the band start?
Yeah, well, I don't care about the band. All right, check this out. So I don't know if you know this. Okay, so I told you I was big into disco, and I have a lot of Village People. I have a big Village People collection. Now, the interesting thing about this album is that the first pressing is really easy to tell because on the back, where it's credited, the singer is credited, and this was supposedly a typo, but the singer is credited as being the lip singer, not the lead singer. LIP
Oh.
singer. Yeah. So he got pissed off and they changed the subsequent pressings, but the first pressing says lip singer.
Well, I don't blame him.
Isn't that crazy? Like, how is that?
I became friends with Dave, the David Hodo, the
construction guy.
yeah, the construction guy, and also the cowboy Randy.
The cowboy Randy. He's still a partier, I think.
Oh my God, he is wild, or was? Yeah, he was wild. He is wild. He's a really great guy.
Yeah, I've always wanted to meet him. I've had several friends who are friends of him, and there's one girl who I think is his niece who works the door at a punk club here in town, a punk bar called Slim's. And I wore a Village People in there one day, and she was like, "Oh my God, that's my uncle, the cowboy." And I'm like, "Really?"
Well, it's terrible that the guy who wrote most of the old songs fired everybody. Who wants to see a bunch of new? It's like when they did the fake Marvelettes. Who wants to see fake Marvelettes?
Yeah, I mean, part of me thinks, okay, so the one original guy in the band has to try to make a living, I guess, but there is a purity to the original, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm big into that.
They were doing it and put their lives into it, and then they're fired.
Yeah, my favorite Village People album, Live and Sleazy. Because
I went home once, and there are all these Village People albums at my mother's, and my youngest brother, I said, "Mom, does Chris like the Village People?" She said, "No, Freddie, I do."
Wow, that's great.
I know.
You know when I
like the Village People.
When I first heard the Village People, I was a young kid and I was watching like Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and to me it was like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood but a band. So I was like, oh, there's the mailman.
Mr. Rogers' Sleazy Neighborhood.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers. Yeah, certain part of the neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah, the part you want to go to.
That's true. All right, what else can I figure out? Okay, this is another weird thing I collect. And I know we're supposed to be talking about your records, but
That's okay.
This is a guy named Merrill Womack. He's a gospel singer. This is the first record he ever put out. I think this is in the 60s. And it's all his face. He's a really good looking guy, right? He's got he's got 100 of him on his very first album, Merrill Womack. But now, after that album came out, guess what happened, Fred? Well, fate stepped in, and he was in a plane accident and burned his face.
No.
He burned his face off, but he kept putting out records with his face on it. And look at this. Look what his face looked like after the accident. Wait, here it is. Where is it?
Yeah, I can see that. Thank you.
Oh, wait, I'm trying to find the one. Oh, here we go.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, he could be in a horror movie. Oh.
So he continued to put out albums, and every album he put out, I swear he's got 30 or more albums out, and I've got them all. As his face on them all. I think mostly.
There's something wrong with you.
I mean, there's different pressings and different things I'm looking for, but he put his face on every single album he ever put out from that point on after he burned his face off. I mean, I think that's the most punk rock thing you could do at that point.
Yeah, I'm sure the records are real punk rock.
No, they're the really worst kind of gospel you could imagine. But back in the 90s,
any kind of gospel to me is pretty bad.
I like some country gospel and some black gospel for sure.
Yeah, Mahalia Jackson.
Well, look at this gospel record. Jesus Used Me by Little Richard Miller, who was born without arms and legs.
Oh, God.
There it goes. Look.
Oh, God. What is he doing? He's not playing a guitar.
He is, and piano. Yes.
How does he do if he has no arms or legs?
Well, that's why the record sold. Look at him and his wife.
What is he? Oh my God! Does he hit the keys with his nose?
Well, you don't know until you see him live.
Have you seen him live?
No, but he wrote a book about himself. I've got all kinds of Little Richard Miller stuff. He's an interesting character.
Yeah.
So so what else do you have to show us, Fred?
Okay.
Yeah. Look at all those records.
Well, it's not that many. Okay. So how about two of my favorites? Press Prado,
All right.
Concerto para bongo. Back in the 80s, at Grand Central Station, there was a Latin record store that had imports, and I bought every single Perez Prado import because RCA, which he was on, never put him out in the US. And
I've
they have
never
all
seen
these
that.
different songs, like there's a psychedelic mambos and everything like that. And then everyone knows Esquivel, of course.
Oh yeah, I've got that. Yeah, that's a staple. But now, show that green cover again. I've never seen that, and the colors are so vibrant on that. Is that an
Yeah, it's Concerto para bongo.
It's-
And oh, look at her, she's playing her bongos. Um, and the concerto, Concerto para bongo is 17 minutes long.
Oh, that's cool. I've never seen that cover. That would have grabbed my attention. That cover.
And like a go-go. See,
Yeah.
none of, well, this was on United Artists, and I don't even think that many. Well, this was an import. Well, actually, this was put out in the U.S., and as you can see, it was remaindered.
Wow. Wait, what did you call that? Remaindered.
Yeah.
I've never heard
when
that.
things didn't sell, they would just put, like I said, slice off part of the.
Or sometimes they would drill a hole, or
or drill a hole. You have a lot. I think record companies would drill holes and then just sell them cheap because maybe vinyl was so cheap to make.
And then later in the 80s and 90s, they would just do a saw cut in the spine.
Yeah, which is awful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've never heard remaindered though. That's an interesting term. I've never heard that. That's really cool.
It means the same as cut out.
Yeah, cut out or dollar bin or whatever you wanted to call it back then, or punch out.
The fun bin back in the day.
The fun bin. Oh, speaking of fun, check this out. I'm just randomly showing you stuff as I can fit it in. Because here's two B-52s bootlegs I've had since I was in college in the shrink. Have you ever seen these?
They stink. It's
They're
like
horrible.
somebody has a cheap record cheap cassette player at their table while we're like 50 feet away.
Look at that cool photo though.
That's the kind of photos we did back then.
Just on cars you found in the street, or was that somebody's car?
Oh, we be in the garbage piles, anything that looked interesting.
Oh yeah.
We were pretty punky.
I mean, those bootlegs never sounded great. Devo was bootlegged a lot during that era too. But I always loved what weird graphics people would come up with for those things. And, I love a bootleg shirt. I love a bootleg record. I don't know why.
Well, there's a really good, obviously professionally recorded at a show of the Good Stuff tour in Europe.
Oh, there's a boot of that?
Yeah, but it was with Julie Cruz, not Cindy.
Mm-hmm.
But the sound quality is amazing.
Really? Is it on vinyl?
No.
Oh, it's not boot on vinyl. Oh, okay.
Good Stuff wasn't even on vinyl until recently.
No shit.
It was on vinyl in Europe, not here.
Oh, I get that. Okay, right on. Well, I mean, what were you the type of person that, like, I know in Devo, Mark Mothersbaugh was the guy who was always trying to pull aside a couple of each vinyl. He was always trying to maintain a collection of it, and he couldn't keep up with it at some point, but he was the guy that always kind of hoarded stuff. Were you the guy that saved B-52 stuff, or who was that in the band?
Me.
Okay, cool. And you still have a lot of your early pressings and all the stuff?
Oh, yeah. Someone gave me, someone gave me, there's two pressings of the first single, Rock Lobster, 52 Girls. The first one has the name of the vegetarian restaurant I worked at, and that's where we got our power, because there was no power in the studio we jammed in. And then the second one is we finally got a PO box.
Oh, so the address on it is actually a restaurant. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there 2,000 of those were pressed, and then I think eventually they pressed about 35,000 copies. But it made us huge in Australia. Oh my
wow.
God, we're
When's the
playing
last-
dumps in America, and then we go to Australia, and it's like sending limos, and we're like, what the hell is going on?
Same thing happened with the Devo. They were much more popular. They had bigger hits in Australia than they had over here, or more, I should say, more hits.
Well, they're smarter.
Yeah, that's saying something. Now, speaking of smarter, look at this cover.
Oh,
Isn't that awesome?
she should be holding a big pink cake.
I think she did at one point.
Ruth Crockett. Oh God.
Look at how that dog is just into it. But yeah, that was one I didn't even need to hear it to buy it. I just had to have it.
Well, you buy for covers. I mean, I can see why.
Well, I mean, sometimes, but I mean, the music is good on these too. I kind of like.
You find stuff like that down south, but see, you don't find any of that up here anymore.
Look at this canine heart sounds.
Canine hearts. What the hell is that? Have you played it?
Yeah, it's just plum, 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 plum. It's just heart sounds.
That's like that. That's like that album "Love with a Heart On." That, you've heard about that?
No, I haven't. I have not.
Well, it has a heart with let's just say a heart on, and it's just, who would buy that? You know, it's just awful. And you had to turn it over because most vinyls back then were 15 minutes long on each side.
Oh, look, now, just of what we were showing, Fred, somebody said they've added those items to their Discogs want list already.
What? The ones you showed, or
us? I guess both of us.
Oh God! Tell them, make sure if they're like $1, then because it'll be like $5 shipping. No, it'll be like $10 shipping.
That's funny. All right, I'm gonna keep showing you. Oh, look at this Merrill Womack record. Okay, look at Merrill Womack in quartet. So there's 4 of them.
Oh,
all with a burned face.
Oh God!
I know, isn't he cool?
They should do a monster movie.
Well, he did a movie about his face being burned off and all that. It's called "He Restoreth My Soul," and a nice.
Well, he should have restored his face.
Well, he didn't stop him from putting out records, but I was able to speak with him on the phone in the 90s, and he was the nicest guy.
I'm sure.
He sent me a box of records of his that I didn't have yet. He was the coolest guy. He is no longer with us, but he was super cool.
Well, that's a terrible thing to happen.
Well, I mean, but he owned it. I don't think he would have made so many records if that didn't happen to him. I just think that he put out his first record with 100 of his beautiful face on it, and then face was gone. So what could he do? Stop? No, he had to go and just double down, man. He had to put out record after record. And his day job was supplying music to funeral homes. That's what he did for his day job.
I'm not going to say anything if he worked at a funeral home.
I mean, some people have different passions.
Oh boy.
So Fred, what was, when you were putting out records as the B-52s, you were a record collector yourself. So did you have any say in what Warner's did? Like,
no,
not at all.
Well, we just had to say it. Even our first manager, who said, "Don't even try to tell them what to do because they won't do it." And
really?
We wouldn't. I mean, we had our own way of doing things, and we were totally. That's how we worked.
Mm-hmm.
How we, performed, and don't tell us what to do.
Right. So, but you gave them ideas for graphics or for different elements of it, or?
Well, I had the idea for Mesopotamia to have us in like hieroglyphics.
Oh, that's cool.
Kenny Scharf, who we were all fans of,
I love
did
Kenny.
Bouncing Off the Satellites.
Remember Sharp Shack?
Yeah, and Love Shack. I wanted to do one of those Southern posters that were all different colors.
Oh yeah. Now was the Love Shack? Okay, so you know what the Sharp Shack was, right? Kenny Sharp's Shack.
Oh yeah.
It was like a little closet store in the Soho.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got pulled into that thing once because I was a big fan of Kenny Sharp and Keith Haring. So when I would be in New York, I would always go hang around those shops, and I saw this
Those were great.
The Sharp Shack, and I was like, "Wow, are you guys selling Kenny Sharp stuff?" And there was one little guy back there in this closet-sized booth, basically on the street, and he was like, "Yeah." And then he was smoking weed. So he said, "You want to come smoke with me?" I said, "Yeah." So we went in the Sharp Shack in this little closet. We're smoking as people come up and buy shirts. And then this woman comes up and says, "You guys got special tickets to the party tonight." And she gave us these little crystals with a sticker wrapped around it. And it said, "Kenny Sharp's Sharp Shack party." And it was at that old church. What was that old church club in New York City? Limelight?
Yeah, Slimelight, we call it.
Yeah. She gave us these passes to this mega party, and I had never seen anything like it. It was like the most drag queens I've ever seen in one place. It was like Studio 54 mixed with like goth and it was awesome. I couldn't believe it. But yeah,
it was crazy. It was near where I lived at the time. Well, have an apartment still near there, but
So this guy here, Fred, says he saw Meryl Womack, the guy with his face burned off, perform in the 80s.
Oh. Lucky him.
I know. So what I was getting at was the Sharp Shack. Did the Love Shack didn't come from anything about the Sharp Shack?
No. I just thought it was a great title.
Oh yeah.
And then we all thought of what we imagined the Love Shack to be. I mean, Kate, Cindy, and I.
And then RuPaul, that was his first real big gig, and when he was in Wee Wee Pole, right? He was in a band called Wee Wee Pole back then.
Oh yeah, and he had and it was backed by what was it? He had two singers and they had a great name.
Well,
what a character, Star Booty and
Star Booty. Yeah, that's when he got that Zig Zig Sputnik kind of look with the shoulder pads and Zig Zig Sputnik, right? That
yeah.
Tony James and Martin Degville, but RuPaul took that on a little bit, that Zig Zig Sputnik futuristic kind of warrior look. He was good at it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He worked his way and worked hard, and boy, did he do his thing.
Oh man, he did.
Great guy.
When Supermodel came out, me and my girlfriend were such big fans. We printed these kind of bootleg Supermodel shirts, and I was able to go to his talk show in New York City and give them to him. These bootleg shirts we printed.
I have a song on that album.
Yeah.
I wanted him to call it Stanky Danky.
It's Stinky Dinky.
But he called it Stinky Dinky. Might as well called it Stinky Pinky.
It's more classy. Now look at this guy says here, Fred. He says, Fred got me into Mrs. Miller, and I haven't been the same since.
Oh, love her. And there's a lot of her on YouTube. They keep finding stuff. That's what I like. All of a sudden it's like, Do
you collect her records at all?
Oh, as many as I even have the one for the psychedelic movie.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. Oh, I have all her albums.
I haven't bought any of her
albums. She was top 10 back when I was a kid.
I see her albums all the time in thrift stores, and I've never bought one. So
buy all of them and give them to your friends.
I should check them out. Yeah, when they're good shape, I will. I'll start buying them. And somebody says here, Mrs. Miller doing Hard Day's Night is very wholesome. That's great.
Well, she has a country album. She had, she did it all. Let's just say she did Yellow Submarine. I mean,
wow.
Yeah. Oh, well, let me show you something. And this record has been in print, and there was a movie about her, Florence Foster Jenkins. I'm sure a lot of your record collector and crazy movie fans know this. And it first came out as a 10-inch.
Whoa, what is that? Wait, let me make you big. Hold on. I'm going to make
Foster Jenkins. She sang opera.
Oh.
Well, she attempted to sing opera seriously, but she was such a rich socialite. She would dress up, sing totally off key or in her own. Well, let's just say in her own style.
Wow.
Um,
Is that hard to
and
find?
here's and she had the same.
Oh, look at that. Look at the question marks.
Well,
Is that what that is? Question marks there? Hold
yeah.
on.
Meryl Streep did a really good job doing the movie. I think it's called Florence. And as you can see, she sings. Sings. Yeah, she sings arias, and then on the other side is, I think they did it as a joke, but it just sounds fitting that it follows Florence, because the guy sounds, like his name would be Murray Schwartz, from the deli.
Those question
Like,
marks on the back
Simpson.
would have sold me on that record. I would have just had to seen the question marks and gone, what the fuck? And then I would have bought it.
Well, you could find. I found copies of this all the time and would
Really?
buy them. Janice Siegel from the Manhattan Transfer turned me on to her.
No shit. Well,
But she loves stuff like that. She turned me on to Zippy because I did the Zippy the Pinhead theme that they never used.
she turned you into Zippy the Pinhead.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you could hear the song on YouTube. It's Zippy theme, which I wrote the lyrics to.
Oh shit. Zippy, that guy is a big fan of Devo. And
he's great. He's great. He sends me all his books. I send him all my records.
Oh, he's cool. That's great.
Yeah.
I talked to him a little bit about doing a Devo merch product or something once, but we just lost touch for whatever reason. But yeah, he's a cool guy. He comes from that really weird place in New York that, what was it, like a nuclear, or what do they call it? A nuclear neighborhood, or what did they call those back then? It was kind of a really designed neighborhood where all the houses were the same. And
in New York,
Levittown.
State?
Levittown.
Oh, Levittown. Oh God.
That's where he's from. That artist.
Wow.
Yeah. So
well,
that's
no wonder he nails that aspect with his cartoons.
And you've seen that documentary about that town, right? It's wild.
Oh yes. Yeah, everyone had a nice lawn.
and an obsession of some kind, like deep obsession. Now, speaking of obsessions, check this album out. Have you ever seen this? The Sounds of Love from A to Z.
Oh, I have that.
Oh yeah, I've bought one of these for Mark Mothersbaugh. This is one of those records I buy it every time, and then I give it to people. So Mark Mothersbaugh has one in his office, but it's really cool. It's basically, you would describe it, Fred, as it's basically like classical music run through a filter to make it a little noisier, and then people having sex over it, like the sounds of moaning and groaning.
I have filthy records, like wife swapping records and all this other stuff I got figures in Reno, Nevada.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're just filthy.
But this isn't even filthy. It's just like,
no, it's not. It's not even interesting to listen to. It's
like a joke or an art project or something, because it's just these hippies moaning and oohing and eyeing over this. It's classical music, I swore, run through a noise filter or something.
Or just they were so stoned they were like, had the fan going while they're. Well, then, since we're talking about naughty, how about?
When are we not talking about naughty?
Hey Martin.
Hey Martin.
I know what he wants for Christmas.
Wait a second. I'm gonna make you big for that. Let me see. Oh yeah. Whoa. Now is that 10-inch or is that an album?
No, it's an album.
Oh wow. Now is she naked on the cover?
She has a Christmas ribbon around.
Oh, okay. Well, now that's considered cheesecake, right? That kind of cover?
Yeah, but let me read the songs.
Okay.
Hang your balls on the Christmas tree. I want a casting couch for Christmas. Come on, Santa, let's have a ball. Santa's doing the horizontal twist. Santa's gonna be late tonight. And the big hit, I know what you want for Christmas, but I don't know how to wrap it.
That was heavily naughty back then.
Well, see, I like that. That's what I did with Monster.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, make it 1950s naughty instead of filthy.
Instead of filthy, right. Yeah. I know those records you're talking about, though. They're just straight up fucking records. And they got naked people on the cover and stuff. But yeah, but there's other
they're
ones.
they're not naked. They like had their arm in front. They're sideways and their arm hides their natural
They were
shape.
Artistically presented.
And they have songs like "Everybody Likes Big Dick" about a guy named Richard.
Oh, it's like Blowfly. You remember Blowfly, right?
They're not as dirty, but they would go as far as they could.
Oh, sure. Now, you want to talk about wholesome? You want to switch gears? Look at this guy. Personality and piano with red socks.
With reds, oh God!
Look, and he's got socks all over the place. Look at the socks.
Oh, is it a Christmas album?
No, it's the guy that's playing the piano, and it's gospel.
Oh God!
Sweet horn of prayer. Well, maybe that's naughty.
Well, if I ever come over, please don't play gospel.
The sweet horn of prayer. That's a new word for naughty.
We were just talking about prayer for sweet horny, and you're talking about prayer for oh God.
One thing leads to another, Fred. You know that.
That's true. Well,
Fred.
I should have brought my naughty record. Speaking of Blowfly, one of my favorite songs is "Panty Lines."
There's a Blowfly record behind me, framed on the wall. It's not, but it's before he was Blowfly, when he was Clarence Reed.
Oh yeah, he had a big. Actually, it was like a top 40 hit in the '60s. He had his top 40 hit. Yep,
and he wrote one of the KC and the Sunshine Band big hits, Boogeyman.
He was a character. I mean, I have all his albums because they're just so ridiculous.
In the later years, like starting around 2004, 2005, I was doing his website for him because he had no one to do it, and he had these really long fingernails. And I remember being in a Cracker Barrel with him once eating, and he had he's this old black man with long fingernails. He had a hat on that said "fuck" on the front of it. He had a T-shirt with I think it was Trump riding a bomb or something. He was the weirdest guy. And we were sitting next to each other, getting our food, getting ready to eat our food. And he was like, "You know, Michael." I was like, "What?" He was like, "I like things that are weird." I was like, "I do too, man. I do too. I like weird things too." Yeah.
Boy, I don't know how many Blowfly albums. Oh my God.
The originals are really hard to find.
Oh, I have a ton of them.
Yeah, they're hard to find in good shape. But he was true. That was passion. That guy.
He was the real thing. Because
he could be a real songwriter, R&B, soul, and then he could just go fucking nuts with that character. You know, Jello Biafra of the Dead Kennedys, right? You're familiar?
Oh yeah, I know of him.
I saw him wear Blowfly's costume once. He introduced Blowfly wearing Blowfly's costume. It was the most ridiculous thing I'd seen in years.
Well, that's entertainment.
Yeah, believe it to Jello and Blowfly to come up with something. But I gotta say, okay, so anything else you want to show? Because I know you don't have all night. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, I brought a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, well, you know, this is Records Nuts. All have this, and
I just passed that up at a thrift store the other day because it was too scratched.
Oh. Well, the cover's so great.
It is really cool. Now that
Forbidden Planet, my favorite, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Now during that era, you know, I was because Martin Denny came out in that era, right? Martin Denny and Esquivel and
well, Martin Denny. Esquivel was a little bit later.
But
Martin Denny had Quiet Village, but that was Les Baxter wrote that.
Baxter, yeah. I used to collect all that stuff in college for whatever reason. It was hip. I think Throbbing Gristle guys made it hip. They started talking about those records in interviews.
Oh,
So all us weirdo kids would go, "Oh, it's good enough for Throbbing Gristle. It's good enough for us." So we all got into that Martin.
well,
Band.
John Cage came up with the prepared piano
Yeah.
by putting, and so Ferranti and Teicher, before they got boring, did prepared piano albums on this label, Westminster, which was actually a budget label at the time, but the sound is good. And they also put out a CD like maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago of prepared piano, but it's not as interesting as this, which sounds like it's just crazy.
Well, speaking of crazy, you've gotten some Steve Reich stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
The tape loops he did about the bruised blood. There was this interview with this guy who got beat up by the police, and he was saying, "I had to make the bruised blood come out to show them, come out to show them, come out to show," and it was just like endless looping of that, and then the tracks would get slightly off and start.
Well, I love Terry Riley too. Terry Riley in C.
I don't know much of that.
Well, he influenced Steve Reich.
Really, I didn't know that.
NC is hypnotic.
So he's like the Boswell sisters to the Andrew sisters, which is Steve Reich. Steve Reich's the Andrew.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it.
Okay.
I think.
Well, the earlier one is kind of a little more raw version of what it became, right?
But yeah, and I like Stockhausen. I mean, I love Stockhausen.
Right. That's cool.
And John Cage, I really like John Cage.
No, those are hard to find.
No, those,
those are not easy.
Bravo to the companies that put them out.
Well, check these out. Did you ever see this series? I don't know how many was in this series, but I have 2 of them. The Law, You, and Narcotics.
No, I don't have that.
Look at that. And then there's The Law, You, and Auto Accidents. And it just basically takes you through what happens if this happens. Well, this happens. It's like.
Well, they should have those up where I live, only just on the radio, because it's like drunk women in the morning crashing into police cars and stuff. It's like that's the news. You expect like, what the hell is Trump doing now? And it's like, some woman is so drunk she drives her car into a police car at like 8 in the morning, and it's like, what the hell is going on here?
There's no humans. Do not question the behavior of humans. You'll never figure it out. But look at this. We have a lot of young people that come here, Fred. Some teenagers and 20-somethings, and this one here says they love Terry Riley. That's a young person right there.
Well, good.
Yeah.
You that's when you find out about it. That's when I found out about John Cage. I was in my 20s. And Stockhausen, I found out. Well, actually, in college, so I wasn't even in my 20s. I took music. You had to take 3/4 of phys ed, and so, but instead of phys ed, you could like take music, dance, and social games. So, me, I took those, and then you did have to take back in Georgia, you had to take phys ed, but I found a way to get away with not running around the building 30 times. You just get on the other side and stand in the doorway, and then wait till everyone, you could count the number of times they run, and then you run with them. But I found out about John Cage and Stockhausen in college. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are saying Terry Riley. I love Terry. I'm totally clueless about Terry Riley, so now I've got to.
Yeah, NC is really, really, and it's gonna rain.
Terry Riley's Shri Camel is brilliant. Most of his input is so good. A Rainbow in Curved Air is another classic. Yeah. This sounds good shit. Now, did you ever get into stuff that there's some music, like you were saying, your dad played stuff or listened to stuff that you didn't get into until much later. I found that happened to me with like a lot of classic rock or like prog or the stuff that was going on in the early to mid 70s when I was really young that my older sister and brother liked. I never liked it until like later in life. Now I'm really digging like Yes and Moody Blues and stuff, which I never liked back then.
Well, I wouldn't put Moody Blues in with Yes. I like Moody Blues, but I didn't get into Yes or.
Yeah, I mean, it's just for me, it's just like amazing to me that I was so against it when I was younger. Like, oh, that's horse shit. I don't want that
Or
music.
Emerson,
Get
Lake,
old.
and Palmer.
Yeah,
I just wasn't. And still not. I'm not. But
Yeah.
you know, to each his own. I don't judge people by what they listen to because people probably think you play crap. You know, and I go, yeah, I'm just so happy.
Yeah. That's great. That's great.
I still like Led Zeppelin. I liked all those groups. I like Moody Blues a lot. And in college, they would give you records. The record companies would give away free records. So I got a copy of Uma Guma by Pink Floyd, a double album.
What does that have on the cover of it?
It's a double album. It's just weird because it was what's his face who wrote most of the early stuff. That was interesting.
Oh, right. Now, there's one record from the 80s I have to ask you about. I'm sorry, can you hear me? There's one record from the 80s I want to ask you about. If I can find it here. It's something that I love, and I've loved it for years. And I just want you to, I want to know that you know what it is, but hold on. I'm going to put this on my thing.
Is that a box of cereal?
No, this is like one of those cool crates. It's like a half milk crate.
Oh,
they're very rare, very rare. But this was something that kind of was big in New York in the 80s. I've heard. I wasn't around for it, but oh man, did I forget? Oh, here it is. Did you know what this is, Fred? Hillary, Kinetic. It was a synth pop album, and she had a song called "Drop Your Pants." It was a big club hit. You never
I was
heard?
going to show James White album.
And that was the same.
I collected. I used to stay in New York after the band would play there, and I would go to. She would probably play at CBGB's, but I never heard of her or saw her.
Yeah, it's only she only put a 4-song EP out her whole career. There was like maybe a 12-inch version or something, but she died in the, I believe, 90s, early 2000s. She was a member of a Gary Newman fan group online. These news groups that and she was a fan. And then one day she posted that she had a disease and she wasn't going to be around for much longer, and then she just disappeared. So, but she only put out that one record, and I love it so much. And I've been an evangelist for that EP all my life since I was a teenager, and I've even tried to get my friends at Futurismo Records to put it out, but the company that owns the rights will not license it to anybody. It's crazy.
Well, why don't they put it out, the jerks?
I mean, I don't know. It's really good. It's like a really
or just for record store day. Well, it might be so obscure no one would know. But
there's a lot of stuff like that comes out. But this was on Backstreet. I mean, Backstreet was a pretty big label, right? So I don't know. I think there's a market for it because everybody I've played it for my whole life loves it. I've never had anybody say, "Oh, this is not my kind of stuff."
Yeah. Well, all that's. I mean, I love this. I found a box of 45s of all really obscure late 70s, early 80s punk and new wave from New York that were limited edition because they only put out like 1,000 or 2,000.
Yeah.
And I'm got
you got that recently?
No, I just found it. I mean, I've had it.
That's really cool because back in those days, those bands would actually take handfuls of those records to those stores to sell on consignment.
Everyone went. We called him Bleecker Slob.
That's right, Bleecker Boss.
He would take 50 of your records, never give you any money, and he would just sell them. And then I found out he was selling our first album, our first single, for like $50, which was still a bargain. But he croaked. He was awful.
Yeah, when we would go in his store in the 80s and 90s, we always used it as a museum just to look at stuff. We would never buy anything because it was so expensive. but we did.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's what I
May
heard.
rest in peace, I should say.
Maybe, but at least he spent his passions, doing the record store. So that's pretty good.
No, his passion was
Ripping people off.
finding what he, knowing what to buy and then selling it at a high price.
Yeah, I mean, if I would have had expendable income, I probably would have spent money there, but it wasn't the case. Now, can I ask you this? Since I've been connected heavily to Devo my whole life, just about. How did you discover that band? Because I know you're a fan.
Well, back in the day, I don't know where I heard them first in the 80s, because I got Satisfaction. You would buy the single, you would hear things, but they weren't being played on any radio station.
Right.
Maybe college stations. Maybe I heard it on the college radio station.
Yeah,
that's where you would hear new things.
Mm-hmm.
But so I bought Satisfaction and really liked it. So,
cool.
I was a fan since then.
That's great. Well, most people discovered them from the TV, the Saturday Night Live, but I didn't. I missed that because I was probably watching the show Fridays instead. But I missed that. But it's always interesting to hear how people discover Devo, because it's usually that TV show. It's like the Beatles. Everybody discovered the Beatles and Ed Sullivan. Everybody discovered Devo on Saturday Night Live, but not me, and I guess not you either. That's interesting. No,
you had to buy singles.
Yeah, that's cool. I have so many singles. In fact, I have 3 boxes of singles here that's all my Devo singles for the most part. And those 3 singles.
Oh my god! And they're all different, or they're dupes?
I mean, there's duplicates of some of them in there, especially stuff that's come out over the last 20 years. But there's lots of really weird shit in there.
Luckily, I can. Well, I buy B-52s singles, especially when they're like $2 at a store.
You still get them?
Oh yeah, I found a lot of. I gave them to friends. I didn't even know this. They issued Lava as a single when Mount St. Helens erupted.
No way!
Yeah.
Did it have a picture sleeve or just a promo single?
No, it was just a promo. Because back in the day, I used to dedicate the song to Mount St. Helens.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Well, I just want to show you this. This was the Saturday Night Live performance bootlegged on 7-inch way back in the day. It was on Poot Records.
But it's only 2 songs.
Yeah, it's just somebody recorded it off the television.
Yeah, because we only did 2 songs, and
it's just
part of it. Oh,
yeah.
How's the sound quality?
It's horrible. It sounds like somebody recorded it off television.
Well, they did.
Yeah. But I like that about it. I like that even though it kind of sucks recording wise, somebody made it happen. They put it out anyway. So
it's probably on YouTube, right?
Yeah. Well, at this point, yeah, but that was bootlegged way back in the day.
Yeah. Well, they should bootleg it themselves and just pretend they, oh my God, someone's bootlegging us.
Well, I'm sure bands have done that before, but I don't know.
I know. I'm going to mention that to the band and say, let's bootleg our. Now, there's very few good bootlegs.
Do you have recordings of you guys in the really early days playing small clubs? Is there anything like that around?
Oh yeah, I have tons of stuff. I have dozens of cassettes of jams and things.
Really?
Because if we didn't finish a song, we're stuck, we would do like a pretend morning show.
Wow.
We would do the Mary Shirley morning show with Cindy. Mary Shirley. And of course, her guests were, guess who? The rest of the band as different people.
That's awesome.
And then we would get more into that and jamming again. So we'd, have come up with a half hour of the Mary Shirley morning show.
Oh my God. This has to see the light of day sometime. I'm really interested in hearing stuff that was the early performances. I just think they'd be
there's a great video on YouTube of us, black and white, playing at a club in Atlanta.
Are you familiar with where the footage, or who shot the footage, or is it just something that popped
Yeah,
up?
no, it's professionally done. It's professionally done at the downtown club.
Oh, wow.
And I'm wearing my outfit, well, my how I dressed for shows back then, in a white beater and pants that were too big,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mustache.
a fake mustache. And I weighed about 125 pounds. I think I had a 27-inch waist or something.
Oh my goodness. That's like my arm.
It's
27.
like my neck now.
That's great. That's great. All right. So let me do this. I'm just gonna scroll in the chat here, and I'm just gonna pick random questions that people might have.
Oh yeah, no, I love especially ones that, you know. I mean, the whole one was about Terry Riley. That was great.
Yeah. Let's see here. Somebody named Treasure Hiding 9 says, "Hi, Michael. Welcome, Fred. Love you both." That's very sweet. Let's see here. What else? Rock Lobster was the very first new wave song I ever heard, says Adrian, a friend of mine who lives in Hawaii, of all places.
That'd be a nice place now, especially where I live, which is snow hellhole.
Yeah, you've been snowed in for a few days, haven't you?
Yeah, I feel like a pioneer. I mean, I couldn't even go out for croissants.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was terrible.
You got to have your croissant.
Now I know how the pioneers did it for 3 days.
Here, the guy named Brian Dube says, "Hi, Fred. Do you remember the TV series Ta?" What?
Which one?
I think maybe he didn't. Oh, Tales of the City, 1993.
Tales of this. Oh, yeah. But I never watched. I was always on the road, so I'd never really watched that much TV.
Yeah. I haven't watched TV in like 10 years or more.
Me neither, because I have so many DVDs, and boy, it's either really good 1930s musicals or real like crazy, sci-fi.
Speaking of musicals, I want to get and ask you something. But Douglas posts, the question for Fred is, have you heard Gentle Giant?
No.
I think that's an older like Prague or something band, isn't it? Gentle Giant, or maybe something.
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. B says, Fred seems to like the kind of guy to know Neu, Can, and Mobius and Planck.
No.
Neu became kind of like Kraftwerk kind of era stuff.
I know other bands that were from that era, but
Can is like the same.
I know Can. Yeah, I have Can albums.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, my friend Robin Renee says she played the Hillary song "Drop Your Pants" on my show Saved by Zero. I hadn't heard it before. It was a request. I love that. Yeah, it's really good.
I'll have to look for that on YouTube just to hear it.
I think it is on YouTube. It's only 4 songs, and they're really, dark for the most part. Really dark wave synth, like before there was such a thing. Really.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm. And I see Butter Knives, another young friend of mine, Talia, says, "Poppy, No Good, and the Phantom Band, Terry Riley." Is that a thing?
I've heard of them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh. Wow.
I don't have the album, but
yeah, it's great. You brought up things that I don't know about, and people are loving. They know all about it. H Home Studio says Terry Riley's "You're No Good" from '68 is mind blowing.
It probably is. I haven't heard that.
Has Fred heard of Vandergraaf Generator?
Yes, I've heard of them, and I probably heard them. You hear these things and on music shows and things, but
you can't play
traveling. I would not look in the bins that had the major stuff. I was always looking for 45s and obscure stuff, and
right.
Northern Soul, but it turns out the English wiped out the whole country of Northern Soul.
Oh, really?
As I was starting to look.
Now, I don't know if this is your genre, if you could answer this question, but somebody says, Mike and Fred, what's your favorite band made from Foreigner, Throbbing Gristle members? Coil, Psychic TV, Chris and Cozy. I really liked Coil and Psychic TV a lot.
I've heard of Psychic TV.
They were kind of a dancey industrial version of Throbbing Gristle, basically.
Yeah.
And then Coil was just the really dark, really creepy, dark industrial stuff. Real creepy, like the Anal Staircase.
Sounds interesting.
They had an album called The Anal Staircase and Horse Rotorvator. It was really creepy. It was like the most creepy horror movie music you could imagine. And I don't think it was used for many. Actually, Hellraiser was going to use Coil for their theme, the movie theme.
Oh, I love the Hellraiser movies.
It was too scary.
I don't know why I watched those, but I love them.
Yeah, well, Coil did a soundtrack for Hellraiser, but it was cut because it was too scary, they said. So they released it as their own Hellraiser, Coil did. But they did.
Brother.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell is Hellraiser thinking?
We didn't want to freak out the straights, man. But yeah, you've really inspired some people to talk about stuff that we don't talk about here. So that's really cool. Yeah, Coil, all that stuff. And Fred's voice, Micah says, Fred's voice kind of resembles Peter Hamill from Van der Graaf Generator. That's interesting.
Oh.
I don't know about that.
I don't know if I think they came around before us, but I wasn't influenced by anybody. I would think people would sue me if they said, don't say I influenced you, you know.
Well, here's the thing. Your voice, speaking of your voice, when I was growing up and I was discovering bands like you and the Dead Kennedys and a couple other bands where the singers had such an unusual kind of, I don't want to say high pitch necessarily, but just a different kind of male voice. And you were one of the most recognizable, and along with Jello Biafra, the Dead Kennedys, and Oingo Boingo, Danny Elfman, you had this, I don't know, new wave quality to your voice that really lent itself well to what you were doing.
Well, I also sang because I never really sang.
Mm-hmm, right.
Like I maybe sing in the shower, but I never.
And nobody did.
I sang in grammar school, but then after like third grade, I didn't sing. Never sang. You know, high school. Never sang after third grade. Never sang in college.
Yeah. Can you sing for us right now?
I took voice lessons. I mean, listen to me singing Dreamland. I think I do a really good.
Oh yeah, you know, yeah, for sure.
That is one of my favorite albums. Good stuff.
But
it really shows. You know that I did take voice lessons.
Oh sure. Well, the fact that you did that kind of speaking vocal thing, which set you apart as a vocalist at that time. Nobody was doing that really. I mean,
and they did that bye bye. They think I sing like, we were at a party, you know. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, real predictable.
You know, that's you, not me.
Can I show you something that's vinyl that's not a record that I found at a thrift store?
Yeah.
Okay, this is kind of dumb. Okay, but I found this plastic meat, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I collect plastic meat because I put it in this meat head. I have a glass head, and I have a bunch of hot dogs and bacon and.
Nice.
Anytime I find plastic meat. So now,
where the hell do you find plastic? You don't find that up here.
In the toy sections.
So it's new.
It's like parts of dollhouse toy things, or you know, like your fake toy microwave oven that you would get with fake food. You know, all that shit. It's just toy. It's just kids' toys food. Look at this little hot dog, Fred.
Oh, brother.
That's a little tiny.
That's yeah. I'm trying to think what crazy shit I collect.
Look at this little tiny hot dog.
Well, that's cute. No, I would turn that into a necklace.
I think it used to be until somebody.
It has a little hole.
It has a little hole.
Then it was hey, turn it into a necklace.
Oh man, I'd lose it. I'd feel bad. I think it's safer in the meathead.
No, well, yeah, you have to really do it right.
You'd have to do it right. Oh my God, I think I've showed you just about everything. Hold on. Oh, now I found this just a few days ago. It's sealed. And I just thought this was a run-of-the-mill gospel album, so I just got it because it was sealed. It was $0.25. I paid $0.25 for it. But then I looked at it, and it's Heaven's Special Child.
Oh God. What's
So it's like Devo's Mongoloid single, but in album form.
oh God.
But yeah, so this is a very collectible album among people who collect weirdo stuff. So yeah, Heaven's Special Child.
Well, they collect it, but do they listen to it? Oh my God. I mean, I've
It's
started to play some of it. And it's not even so bad. It's funny.
Look at this Merrill Womack record with his face burned off.
Oh God. You know what? You might as well show me the hideous sun demon.
Look.
That's terrible.
It's called Feeling Good.
Oh God.
I love how you say, oh God.
It's like,
I think anything I show you that gets that reaction is good.
oh, Jesus Christ. It's like, well, you know what? Bless his heart. You know, he dealt with a traumatic, experience in the most gracious way and the, sane way, because a lot of people just turn into just go, lose their minds and
Give up.
commit suicide or something.
This
like
guy
that.
doubled down so hard. He doubled down so hard on being that singer and that guy on the album cover. He just didn't care. He was like, oh, my face is burned off. Who cares? Watch this.
Well, wasn't something like, hey kids, let's look at this record. It's not like that.
Well, this brings up an interesting point about there was a genre of music from some point in the 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe even into the 80s, where Christian gospel music was using a lot of crippled people to put out records. And you don't see that anymore. There's no genre that necessarily picked up on that and went with it, right?
Well, thank God.
I mean, yeah, thank God they didn't, because then these records wouldn't be as collectible. There'd be too many of them. Right.
Well, you know what? I'll let you collect those, and I'll keep collecting really good records I want to listen to.
Oh, I have those too, but I focused on a certain kind of record today. But believe me, I listened to
thank you for bringing up all these records I would never want to buy or hear. But
don't worry, I'll collect them for you.
Oh, well, Little Marcy. I might have a Little Marcy because it's just so bad.
I have a Marcy doll, a Little Marcy doll.
Oh, now that I would collect.
Yeah,
because I have that I would put under my Xmas Ween tree.
And do you still have your tree up?
I don't have anyone to help me take it down, and I can't get to the
Just leave it up till next year. Leave it up till next year. It's good.
Well, I should turn it on because it really was good. If you saw the ornaments, I
saw your videos.
Yeah.
I saw your
Show
video.
that to the people, a little bit of that. And yeah, because of the tour, I couldn't do Halloween this year, which is my favorite.
That's right. We were on the road. Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, what the hell? I'm just going to put up my Christmas tree and turn it into Xmas Ween. I mean, I have my two giant blow mold plug-in pumpkins here in the living room.
Love those.
Plus I'm lazy, and I think people expect it when they come over. Like, what a nut. Yeah. I don't really invite that many people over because it's loony.
Yeah, I got a loony place as well. I got a loony place full of looniness. Now, I do want to say, when we talked on the phone the other day, I think you texted me. You just asked me out of the blue, do you like Donna Summer? And I was like, yeah. This is what got me telling you about disco. I love disco. And I love Donna Summer. And I was really I was really disheartened today when I went to my collection and I found out I don't have any Donna Summer vinyl. I was like, what? I thought
I'll send you some. I find it all the time.
I thought I had her greatest hits one. What's it called? Where she's sitting on the front. Anyway, that's a good one. All her dance stuff. I just love the Georgia Moroder stuff she did. Oh man, that was just, she was the best.
I used to hate disco, but I like it a lot now. Well, it depends on, I like the South Soul Orchestra a lot. There were two songs, Nasty, and there's another song that was nasty because it was like talk about tongue in cheek, called "You Are Just the Right Size." Let's just say he fills the bill.
I mean, Salso put out some of those Christmas disco records, I think, too.
Yeah,
I love those.
they had the woman on the cover showing a little bit of her hiney.
Yeah.
And then for the Christmas album, they just added a little fake fur around where her hiney was.
A little fake fur. Now, that there was an order slip in some of those for a T-shirt, a Salso T-shirt, and it had their logo on the front, and on the back it said, "I danced my ass off to Salso records." Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I know. But every now and then I find a Salso record and the order form's in there. So I've got one framed in my house.
Oh, too bad you can't still get it or buy it.
I know. Well, we can bootleg it.
There you go.
I mean, we can just make it say, "I danced my ass off to B-52s."
Yeah, there you are. I danced my ass off to B-52s and Devo.
Oh, hell
and, we could do the share thing like we did with a lot of things.
I danced my ass, my balls, and my boobs off.
There you go.
All
and my
off.
And my head came off.
Sounds like we got a song idea.
Oh God. I'll let you guys do it.
Thanks. Fred, I can't thank you enough for spending time with us and talking about
Well,
stuff.
this has been fun. We could do it again sometime.
Oh, please. I would love to. And I'll pick out if you want to tell me what kind of records you want me to show you, I'll do my best to show them from my collection. Like, I don't have a whole lot of soul or that kind of stuff, but I would be glad to show you different stuff. I just picked a weird.
Well, I like lounge. See, a lot of my stuff is at my apartment, and I have records at the wazoo. I have 78s. I have everything.
I'd like to see that box of Punk 7-inches you said you found.
You know what? Next time, actually, it's up here. I'd have to go get it.
But next time
next time I'll show you, because I haven't listened to. They're all in mint condition, and because I loved all that stuff back in the late 70s, because I was stay in New York in like 78, 79, and listen to Suicide, and there was a woman named Marilyn who had a song called "Sex Means Nothing When You're Dead." Which you can hear it on YouTube.
That's great.
And a lot of the people did sort of primitive videos back then. There's another band called Pulsalama. Which featured Ann Magnuson, and I became friends with a lot of these bands, and I still am friends. Pulsalama, and their album was called Pulsalama on the Rag. One of the songs, and they had a song, and it's on the video. Is really good. It's called Ann Magnuson. Went on to become a really respected actress.
Yeah.
Really good writer. The Devil Lives in My Husband's Body. So check that out.
Oh my God, that's a pretty good title.
It's a great song.
Oh, here we go. So somebody's comment. The Lonesome Brickalore says Pulsalama has live performances up here on YouTube. Yeah. I'm just gonna poke around in these.
I'm friends with most of those gals still.
My friend Amina Truth Seeker says Cosmic Thing, first CD by you guys I ever bought. Did you like working with Nile Rodgers? Well,
oh God, yes. I mean, how exciting is it to work with someone that good, and he's so down to earth.
I've heard he's a really nice guy.
And Don was like, Don would take his shoes off and have his bare feet on the board, and Niall had the best stories because now
Don was a great band.
Oh yeah.
You remember that Born to Laugh at Tornadoes album?
Yes, and Dad, I'm in Jail. I love that song.
Remember the song they did with Ozzy called Shake Your Head, Let's Go to Bed? It was a new wave song that Ozzy sang at the height of his career when he was biting bats and Speak of the Devil and all that stuff. He did a new wave synth pop song called Shake Your Head, Let's Go to Bed with Was Not Was.
Oh, wow.
Really
they got Rosemary Clooney. There's a Party in My Pants.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, can Fred make Sex and Chips too? Says Jalen.
Oh,
She works for the label that put that out, and she gave me a copy of that a long time ago.
oh, okay. Yeah, no, I love those guys.
Yeah.
Um, I love doing things on my own because there's no stress.
Yeah.
Like the band, I have to say, is stressful.
Well, because you have to,
You know, because we're
everybody.
usually under pressure,
Mhm.
and you know, you have to get rid of your ego,
Yeah.
and you know,
You
which
can't
is
just
not,
act.
it's not easy.
You can't
But
just
you know
pick
what,
up the
we've done it successfully, and that's why we're still together,
Yeah.
because we all respect each other, and now we know, you know, what's good.
Mhm.
And but I've been working with Ursula 1000. I
Yeah.
wrote songs for Elvira. Elvira has a video out of this, and it's almost 1 million hits,
Wow.
called Two Big Pumpkins. About her pumpkin. It's about her pumpkin patch, because like I said, I don't do filthy, I do naughty.
She's great. Oh, now somebody asked here, Fred, what is Fred's all-time greatest show? I don't know what that means. Like live show? B-52s? I don't know.
You know what? We
Or TV show? I don't know.
we try all the time to just make every show as amazing for the audience and ourselves as possible. I mean, playing the US Festival was incredible. Being on certain TV, well, we were paralyzed with fear when we did Saturday Night Live the first time, because you know, we said this all the time. We had never been on TV, and all of a sudden there we are on the top station on Saturday, it's top channel on Saturday night, and we'd look real punk. Well, we were punky back then, but we were paralyzed with fear.
Yeah. Yeah,
And they
Devo was in the same situation. That you know, they weren't nervous about the performance because they had played it so much. But they said that right before they went on stage, the guy who was the head honcho at SNL, I forget his name, but whoever that guy was, he came up to them. They were off to the side of the stage in kind of a dark hallway, and he came up and he shined a flashlight under his face really menacingly and said, "There's 8 million people who are going to see you guys in 30 seconds. Don't fuck it up." And he turned the light off and walked away.
8 million,
or whatever it was, whatever number.
More than 8 million.
Yeah, whatever number it was. He said 30 million people or whatever watching you.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up. Yeah. And that's what they heard right before they went out.
Well, that would just scare me.
Yeah.
But we were just so, you know, because like Kate's keyboard, we had to really retune it even if you moved it, you had to retune it. And Ricky constantly broke strings.
Oh yeah.
And I was just, there I am in the middle, and I, you know, definitely didn't look like a rocker.
And my friend Roxy here says that she used to do Ann Magnuson's hair.
Ann's a great lady. I mean, she's funny as hell. We try to keep in touch with everybody we knew back then.
Oh yeah. Oh no. So here's an interesting question from Groovy Lisa. What's Fred's favorite sandwich?
Oh, gee. You know, I don't eat meat anymore, but boy, it would have been a meatball sandwich. You know, actually, I found really good faux meatballs.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I made meatballs. I actually showed a video or like a clip of it or photos, and what a mess. I mean, I didn't have the right, you know, Italian roll or something.
I saw it.
It looked like slop.
It looks like you killed it.
It looked like I ran over it.
Okay, here's an interesting question from Sarah. What is Fred's all-time favorite song to perform?
Well, let's just say I don't get tired of even Love Shack or Rock Lobster or anything like that, because we connect with the audience, because we see you know, and I look above, you know, the people with their cameras up. And when I'm on stage, I don't go to the people with cameras up. I go to people who are just watching the show, because it's like
Sure.
they are watching the show.
Sure.
And what are you going to do? Watch a bad clip of the, you know, a bad whole thing
Sure.
on your phone. But I like doing them all. I like having fun with you know, I try to make things a little different, but not really different. I'm having fun with Planet Claire and Modine.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We're having a good time with Modine and Junebug. It was fun
Oh,
to do.
that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Now here's a question: is there someone Fred has always wanted to collaborate with?
Musicians, no. I work with people I really like.
You've already done
like
it.
like Ursula 1000, all the guys I wrote with for my Just Fred album.
Mm-hmm.
John Cody was great to work with.
So you've already worked with the people that you've wanted to work with. That's great.
Yeah, and I was so lucky to be able to be produced by Steve Albini.
Oh yeah.
We became great friends, and I'm still friends with his wife.
I love his band Big Black so much. I loved that band so much. Really, the only band he was in that I really loved a lot was Big Black.
Yeah, what a great guy.
I've heard he's really nice and smart.
He was really nice, really smart. No bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
He did everything in mono. But I think I was the only person to ever get him to do a stereo mix, because I wanted the song lick to go from one speaker to the other,
And,
you know,
yeah.
like the old lounge records that would, you know, move. And he did that for me.
Oh, that's cool. All right, what's Fred's favorite surf band? Says Douglas.
Oh, I love surf music. I have so many surf CDs because the albums are just so hard to find. Oh boy, they're really obscure because they're singles and they're all on like compilation.
Yeah,
that's where you're gonna find, and they sound really good because they've somehow remastered and made everything sound even better. I hate to say it, but
so the surf stuff, when that was coming out, did that kind of blend into those Hot Rod albums that came out? Was it kind of like the same bands?
Oh yeah, there's Hot Rods. They had everything. They had,
that's those really crazy name
skateboard albums.
But that's where you'd find those bands that would only have the single. They would be on those weird comps and they would have those crazy names.
Yeah, they wouldn't have it. They didn't have enough songs or hits or anything
Mm-hmm.
and they'd be on labels that, like Fly By Night Records.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And then they had the best label logos. Those little labels. Here's a good question. Danny Bailey says, "What's Fred's favorite Devo track?" Probably Satisfaction. Isn't that what you were saying?
Yeah, Satisfaction. I just love how it's just, it's such a great, change in the whole idea for a song.
Mm-hmm. Somebody says, "Fred, would you ever eat vegetarian haggis?"
I have no idea how you make blood pudding, into a.
You could work on it
in a sheep's whatever.
Okay, what about
this? Let's just say the thought is.
Okay, whose decision was it, Fred, to play the Family Guy Iraq Lobster clip on your backing video when you guys play Rock Lobster live?
Oh, they play the clip behind us on shows. I didn't know because I don't turn around.
Yeah.
I know if I did, I'd want to watch.
You would forget you're performing.
I would forget, yeah, because the guy, our friend Michael, who we've had for over 20 years, who does our, video and light show, creates the most amazing stuff. But I didn't know they used that clip. I mean, that was their idea because apparently, what's his name? The guy who is in charge of those cartoons and stuff, Family Guy, and
I forget his name.
Is real partial to me because I did the Cleveland. I did a Cleveland cartoon. I did the. It was a African American woman bank teller who sounds just like Fred Schneider.
That's great. Now here's a question.
I still get royalties like 50 cents.
Oh, that's great. Well, don't spend it all in one place. Now here's an interesting question. Do you know who was Fred a G.G. Allen fan?
No, you know what? I was not familiar with him, but apparently, my good friend Tom Yaz, Gigi was stuck in the rain because he was a mess, and was going to one of our shows. Apparently, he didn't want people to know that he was a fan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would have ruined his reputation.
It would have ruined his reputation. But,
that's interesting. Well, I saw G.G. Allen perform in the 80s, and he threw poop at us and everything. And we thought ahead, and we brought this political sign that we had ripped out of somebody's yard into the club with us so that we could bat away whatever he was throwing at us.
Oh God.
It came in handy. Okay, here's an interesting question. There's a lot of people here in the what's called the VC, the vinyl community, that like the Beatles. And Richard James says, question for Fred, do you think Paul McCartney is a genius?
Yes.
Great.
And John Lennon and George Harrison. I think they're all brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sick of the Beatles because they play them all the time on my local radio station. But brilliant. They're I think the Rolling Stones are brilliant.
That's awesome. Now Louis Golden says, I'll say it again. I can't believe I'm seeing this casually right now. I would never tire of hearing about Fred's experiences in music. That's good. Oh, now
let's just say it's been a crazy ride.
I bet. And you're still riding it.
Well, yeah, tell everyone we're going to be out there again with Devo this year. And there's even talk of us doing a residency together, and that would be great. Because we wound up really liking each other. We didn't know because we didn't know if Devo would like us, and they probably didn't know if we'd like them, but we just hit it off immediately.
Somebody says you should do a track with Poison Ivy from Cramps on guitar.
You know what? I think ever since Lux passed away, she's gone into seclusion.
Yeah. Now here's another one from Louis. I have a question for Fred. How do you let go of songs you've written once they're finished and out in the world?
How do I let go? What do you mean? What does that mean?
I guess maybe what he's saying is once you write the song, then people can just interpret it however they want, and maybe they don't interpret it right, or maybe that's what
there's nothing you can do. You just want them to enjoy it.
Well, that's part of the fun, isn't it? Just creating something.
Yeah, like Private Idaho. That was, sort of subconscious, and also I was probably stoned. Because it is a Private Idaho, and it has this sort of really downbeat sort of lyrics. But I find, people interpreting it, the interpretations make sense.
Yeah.
I never would have said this about this or that.
And you never thought of that way.
I don't, it was we would do things just spur of the moment with, but not try to write, Moon, June, Spoon.
Well, this is an interesting question from our young friend Butterknives here. Fred, do you consider hot dogs a sandwich?
You know what? I always liked hot dogs better than hamburgers, but I don't eat meat. I haven't eaten meat since 72 or 3.
Wow. Now, what made you quit meat? Is it just your love of animals?
Well, a friend said, "Do you really want to eat that and kill animals?" And
Mhm.
I thought, yeah, you're right. And so I stopped. And I never liked fish. Oh God.
Right. Yeah.
So I just stopped.
Wow.
And I lost I lost like 20 pounds. That's why I weighed 125 pounds.
Yeah, I've heard that's a
But
nice.
you know what? I could need to do something like that now. Well, not that I'm a pig.
Just
but,
stop
I mean,
eating
no
meat
offense
again.
against pigs.
Just stop eating meat again.
Well, we go down south and biscuits and grits with cheese. Yep, I'm there.
I'm telling you, Fred, I'm not even lying. I have a breakfast biscuit every fucking morning at one fast food place or another down here in the South where they make really good breakfast biscuits. I'm
They
addicted
may
to breakfast biscuits. If I don't have my biscuit in the morning, some people are like that with their coffee. I'm like that with my biscuits.
when Michael and Michael, my assistant, and become my best friend, and he's a record nut too.
I like him.
And runs a record store. He runs the record store while he's traveling. It was like, okay, we're gonna have 2 biscuits, and I think we both gained like 5 pounds when we were down south.
Oh yeah, it'll happen. That's why I'm a walker, right? You'll see me on tour. I'm always walking in the morning after the show. I'm always walking because I got to eat those biscuits.
Well, yeah. If there were biscuits, I would walk to them. I'm usually walking to whoever's making coffee in the lobby.
I'm walking off the biscuits.
Oh yeah. God.
Well, now here's Fred. Would you ever attend Devotional? Now, Devotional is the yearly Devo fan convention that's going on for 25 years. And
no, but what would I do there?
I don't know. Just be Fred.
No, I mean, I don't even think there's B-52s. Well, that's great that there's the Devote. I mean, we have the Buzz.
I've seen that.
I haven't even gone to any of the
B-52s.
Celebrity, Comic-Con or anything like that. They want me to do it, but I'm not a people person, That's why I'm really glad you did this. I was really surprised that you wanted to do this. Well, no, it's it's not like I'm out there, like record signings can be torture.
Oh yeah, totally. I get it. But I hear you make really good money on those events. If you
Oh yeah, you pocket without you're paying taxes.
That's right.
I wouldn't have I'm not that kind of person.
I get it. Now here's
I'm not a snob or anything. It's just I'm not.
Sure. Fred, are you still mad at Keith Lorraine, or has time healed all wounds?
That dog. Gone and forgotten. I've had other dog friends, that are way nicer.
Are you okay, Fred? Are you more dog or cat person?
Dog.
Oh, okay. I'll let you.
I like cats, but I'm more of a dog person.
Do you see what it says at the top right of my screen above your head there? Cats, not kids.
Well, that I understand. I mean,
yeah. And you see the background of the screen, it's no kids, and there's a cat face, no kids, cat face, no kids, cat face. Yeah. It's kind of
kids are a crapshoot. I mean, I've been lucky because I have, some of my nephews were like, ugh, but they turned out, when they were younger.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just always thought that if I had kids, they were going to be somebody I would hate. So I didn't want to take the chance.
Well, I don't even want to have a pet dog because I know it would boss me around. They do.
Well, dogs are like permanent toddlers, man. I couldn't. It's too much like having a human child. I couldn't do it.
And cats will just ruin things if you don't do. Well, dogs will ruin things too if you don't.
I mean, my place does show a little cat damage here and there, but not like dog damage.
Oh my God. Cindy had, when she would go away, her dog knew what the best shoes were. No, I'm serious.
The ones she needed for stage.
No, like the really nice ones, you know, because she likes to take her shoes off on stage.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Now, who would you? Colleen says, who would you want to open for you guys if you could choose anybody?
Oh, some of the bands we've had in the past.
You'd have
The
them again.
Fabulous Downey Brothers they're a hoot.
Yeah, they're friends with
Love
Jalen.
them.
Yeah.
They are great. And
Now, one of the guys from that band has played Devotional before.
yeah, but they're great.
Awesome.
I forget. Well, a lot of them aren't even doing music anymore.
Yeah, I know. But if in a perfect world, in a magical fantasy world, who?
But
would,
I would have the Fabulous Downey Brothers. And Lana Lovitch, I would just say she's on the same bill. I wouldn't say she opened.
Oh, she was great.
She's brilliant.
She was every night. She was great.
Yeah, and what a lovely person. Oh my God.
Did you see the doll she was making out of plastic bags?
No.
She was making a doll that was about this tall, like a humanoid figure, out of all these gray plastic bags that she had collected on tour. And she was like, well, I've just started seeing all these bags around, so I decided to make something out of it. And I was like, have you done that before? She was like, no. She had this really nicely done human figure of this made of bags. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was such a great tour because everybody got along with everybody.
Yeah, I've made lifelong friends. I've been talking to Lena and Morgan, and they want me to design their shirt for the tour, so I'm going to do that. And Keith and Cindy, they've been sending me great boxes of cool shit. I've been sending them Devo stuff. They've been sending me B-52s. He's such a archivist. Keith is.
Oh my God, yeah.
A collection
he used to travel with us.
Yeah,
and he would be able to go buy B-52 stuff in different countries,
and he would get all the pin backs and all the everything. Like, he has it all. He's really cool. I'm really impressed that they've been married so long. I love that.
Oh yeah,
it's so cool. They're such a cool couple. I can't wait to see you again. I think the next time I might see you is going to be England.
Yeah,
and
that's gonna be fun.
We're not going to be there very long. I can't believe it. We're just really doing those two shows. I think
you're not doing France.
I don't think so. Those are just you guys. I don't know why. I just don't know why. But
that would be great. That would be great.
I know. I just don't understand. I've never heard of somebody going over there just do two shows and then coming back. But
I know. Well, we're doing smaller places, but they're still pretty big.
But you're doing at least a handful of gigs over there. Like, Devo's literally doing 2 and then coming home. It's crazy.
Well, it costs a fortune to do anything over there.
Yeah, I know. It's very expensive. I'm going to try to stay an extra couple of days after our Manchester show just to visit. I've never visited Liverpool, so I'm going to stay with some people out there. But yeah, I couldn't be there just 3 days and go home. I had to add a couple of days to it.
Oh, we played Liverpool where the Beatles played. That club was.
What was that like?
You could hardly breathe in it. It was like so claustrophobic, so tiny. It was amazing.
Oh wow, I love that vibe in those clubs. Small. There's a club in California. What was it called? Oh man, it was up in the hills. It was kind of a real rich area. A lot of rich people up there. A small club. It was called the Cabana or the whatever it was, but people would play there like 3 nights in a row. And this is like early 2000s.
Oh,
Devo would get shows there and play like 3 nights in a row. This little tiny stage up in the mountains, a bunch of rich people.
Well, I don't mind a tiny stage. I just want decent dressing rooms.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I know. Well, that was cool. Doing the dressing room scene with you guys. That was fun. And Devo will take just about whatever dressing room they are handed. They're not too picky, so I can maneuver them a little bit in that regard. but yeah, we're all looking forward to seeing you guys again. And
Well, great. I'm looking forward too. So tell everyone I said hey.
I will, and we'll have to do this again. This has been really fun, and I can't believe you stayed on the whole 2 hours and then some.
Well, I'm a nut. Hello, once you get going, you get going. And
Well, I
we're talking
appreciate
about things I'd never talked about before, so that makes it.
Well, that's good. We didn't answer the same questions, and we got a few
No.
questions from the chat in there, and everybody in the chat. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Thanks for supporting this channel in any way that you do, whether it's commenting or liking or sharing or whatever it is, subscribing. And Fred, we'll have to stay in touch and figure out another some kind of maybe theme next time to stick to, or some kind of records that I will show.
Okay, yeah, I can look further, and
you're fantastic. So yeah, call me anytime you want to talk about weird records with cripple people on them.
oh God. Well, I'll leave the interesting gospel for you.
It's all interesting.
I'm such a lapsed Catholic. I don't want to hear. I mean, I think Jesus was a great guy, but
well,
his followers just get on my nerves.
I kind of like the devil. Look at my bear.
Yeah, if you believe he exists. I mean, it's like
look at my bear.
Oh, what does it say?
says Hail 666.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
That's Hail Bear. That's a character here on this channel. You got Hail Bear. You got Super Chat Charlie. He's got a light up dollhouse toilet on his right there. Hold on. See that?
Oh, nice.
Well, yeah. That's him. We got the Crochet Clown back here. Crochet Clown loves the disco. So every now and then we turn the disco on for the Crochet Clown back there. I
need to get some of my crazy.
Critters?
I have
Puppets.
like a thing that looks like a light shower that rotates and turns different colors. And
next time, brother, look at that, all that ceiling space you got where it could be lights right now. Could be a disco above your head the whole time.
Be like the disco from hell right now.
Take a whiff, a wicked sniff, and dance.
And then go to the psycho ward.
And shit your pants.
Shit your pants. Yeah. Oh my God. Well, luckily I didn't do that, but
you were in control. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
The story could have ended really badly.
Well, another time I was dosed with angel dust, and I swear I could see myself walking in front of me. My consciousness moved. It was just so fucking weird.
Wow. I don't think I've ever done that.
Well, it's not like I planned it.
That's the best way, probably.
Well, that's the only way. If it's going to happen, you don't want to have it say, "Oh, I'm going to do angel dust." It's like, God.
Like, wait, did
or
I?
If people do say that, I would just say, "Ooh, you're nuts."
Well, it's got the word angel in it. It shouldn't be bad.
I don't know why they call it angel dust. I mean,
it was made from real angels, like Angel soft toilet paper.
Really?
It's made from real angel skin.
Angel dandruff.
Angel skin is so soft. That's why they make the toilet paper out of it.
Oh God. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I need to Well, I'll be talking to you soon, and I will hopefully see you soon.
It's been a pleasure, Fred. Thank you so much. And on behalf of all the people here in the chat,
tell everybody thanks. I like the questions a lot.
They've enjoyed,
and I'd like to take more, next time.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll focus. We had to get the records out of the way, though. I had to show you some records.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And now you're gonna have nightmares, and you can thank me for that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna watch the hideous sun demon tonight. That's for sure.
That's great. Thank you so much, Fred. Love you to death.
Okay.
Thank you so much for this. We'll talk to you soon,
take
brother.
care, Michael. Okay.
Okay, buddy.
Bye.
See you. Bye-bye. Oh man, you guys, that was sick, right? That was so good. Man, I'm so glad we did this. And thank you guys for showing up. All you guys, and for the super chats and all that stuff. It's very much appreciated. If on your way out, you could click the like button, the thumbs up button, I would really appreciate that. It really does help the channel. The algorithms will tell other people that they need to watch this freaks to the front. We hook up with weirdos in that way. So, man, I don't even know. I'm so hyped up right now on this record talk with music talk with Fred that, man, I don't know. It's going to be a booger bear to go to sleep. But anyway, sorry I couldn't get to a lot of your chat posts. But, I'm trying to do several things here and keep a conversation going with old Fred. So, but I did get some of your questions, and we'll do more of that next time. I'll have a better handle on how to do this thing. And, yeah, we appreciate you guys a lot. So I will end by turning on these disco lights for you. And I will say, may the rock and roll gods bless you all, as they blessed me, and certainly Fred, and from me and Hail Bear, and from Super Chat Charlie, and the Meathead here, and all the cast of characters here in this little corner of my house. We'll see you next Thursday, and we'll be back to our normally scheduled Thursday things stream, I reckon. I'll have more stuff to show you and more stuff to talk about. And again, may the rock and roll gods bless you all. I want you to focus on purpose and connectivity. Till next Thursday. See you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time. Hail. Right on.